I'm not here to patronize you, but I'm going to tell you how to write an email in times of disaster, where you can get your point across without sounding like an unprofessional manager. Let's get into the video. Here's a problem that you're facing. You struggle to be firm without sounding aggressive. The instructions are vague or unclear, which leads to misunderstandings and inaction from your team. Your emails are too emotional and can damage relationships and morale. So here's a solution. This is how I want you to construct your emails from now on in times of disaster to avoid sounding unprofessional. And I'm going to give you a bad example and a good example too. So first is the subject line. Be specific and action driven. What are you expecting? Did you want to have a conversation? Do you want to book a meeting? Be concise. Get to the point quickly. No nasty surprises. Avoid emails saying we need to chat. Again, be specific. What are the actions? What is the point of the email? A huge one is to stay professional. Absolutely no emotion. Yes, you're allowed to say that you're disappointed in a time of disaster, but you don't really need to tell them this has kept you up all night and you're emotional, you're upset. It's just not needed. Make sure your email gives clear instruction with timelines. If you're providing instructions without timelines, they're probably not going to produce an outcome. And if you're given a timeline without being clear on the instruction, then you're not going to get anything back from them anyway. The ending should be solution focused. What's the solution? Avoid typing out an email just to vent or complain. You need to be action driven and solution focused. So what's an ineffective email? This is an example of an ineffective email. Dear name, I've mentioned this before. Please try to stick to the guidelines discussed. It is very important. Now, why is this ineffective? It's not really specific. It's very vague. We've mentioned this before. Please stick to the guidelines. Be concise. What guidelines? When did you mention this before? And although you're getting to the point quickly, you're not actually making the point here. What is the point of this email? Again, avoid venting or complaining. This isn't very professional because it's not impactful. You want to drive solutions and give clear instruction. This gives no instruction whatsoever. Instead, it just states that the person hasn't stuck to the guidelines. So what's the solution? This is what you should be doing instead. Dear name, I noticed that the agreed guidelines are not being followed. So yes, you're allowed to talk about guidelines that are not being followed. To avoid these mistakes and delays, please ensure you are, and then the specific action from now on. So you're giving a timeline too. Also, you're ending on a solution-focused outlook. If there are any issues, then please let me know by, and that's the deadline, and we can discuss solutions. Now, if you're a manager and you're just looking to vent, then you're probably not being an effective manager. You probably just want to complain and vent. The idea of management and leadership is we want to drive results through our teams. So if you're not writing the correct emails, you're not going to get results.